A big day for Grayscale with the launch of the Bitcoin Mini Trust. Now, we'll get to more on that in just a bit. But first, taking a look at markets, we're seeing a bit of a rebound for Bitcoin as of around noon Eastern. But yesterday, the cryptocurrency's price retreated to the $66,000 level following Monday's rally when Bitcoin was trading less than $100 away from the $70,000 mark. Now, this week's moves happening as investors were digesting several political developments, including Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump's speech at Bitcoin 2024 in Nashville over the weekend, and looked ahead to central bank meetings happening this week, including the Fed meeting today. Now, we're speaking before the Fed decision, but what would you say is driving crypto markets right now, and what are you paying attention to?
Well, thanks, Talia. I mean, it's really all of those macro trends that are most important. And this is just a huge moment for Bitcoin and for crypto collectively. You have Bitcoin has come to Washington. It's part of the U.S. presidential election debate. Obviously, former President Trump has given a strong embrace to Bitcoin and the industry, but Democratic Party leaders may also be shifting stance. Aspects of the Trump platform may have implications for Bitcoin. Both President Trump and his running mate, J.D. Vance, have in the past called for a weaker dollar to support domestic manufacturing. That's the kind of thing that could also support Bitcoin over time. And as you said, the Fed looks ready to cut interest rates. The Bitcoin competes with the U.S. dollar in international markets, so lower interest rates tend to be negative for the dollar and positive for Bitcoin. So this type of macro economic environment is the reason that people own Bitcoin in the first place, and we're thrilled to see that coming together, thrilled to be able to offer new products in this market environment.
Speaking of new products, back to your new product, Grayscale's Bitcoin Mini Trust started trading today as a spot Bitcoin ETF. It's essentially a spin-off of your Bitcoin ETF, which started trading in January, and offers a lower fee of 0.15%. That's compared to a 1.5% management fee for GBTC holders, which is significantly higher than the charge commanded by many ETF providers, including BlackRock and Fidelity. Now, Grayscale's new ETF now marks the cheapest among spot Bitcoin ETFs. What prompted Grayscale to launch the Bitcoin Mini Trust? What's the hope for this new product?
Well, the motivation is the same motivation that the company has had all along since it got going more than 10 years ago. And the goal is to give U.S. investors the best possible, efficient, regulated, safe access to crypto in their brokerage accounts. And more than 10 years ago, when GBTC got started, that product and that structure was the best possible way to do that for U.S. investors. The crypto industry and the regulatory landscape around it has come a long way since that time. And now we believe that we're able to offer new products, including the BTC product, a low-fee product designed for investors that are new to crypto, looking for a buy and hold instrument. This is going to be a great product for them. And so we're just trying to meet investors wherever they are, meet their needs, and provide a full suite of products for investors to access crypto in a regulated and safe way. And so GBTC will be suitable for some investors, and our new BTC product, I think, suitable for many more. And I would just mention we did exactly the same strategy for Ethereum. We have a long-standing Ethereum product, the Grayscale Ethereum Trust, the largest Ethereum investment vehicle in the world. We also did a spin-off of that product, and so have a low-fee version for Ethereum under ticker ETH. So it couldn't really be simpler and easier for investors to get brokerage account access to crypto, ticker BTC for Bitcoin, ticker ETH for Ethereum. These are going to be great products for investors that are new to the industry.
Are you hoping that your new Bitcoin ETF will steal some of the competition?
Well, we compete just like any other business, but our goal is focused on clients, focused on end investors. If we design products, if we provide research and analysis and customer service that they find compelling, they're going to buy our products. So we happen to be a crypto business, but we're just an asset manager like any other that happens to work in crypto. So we're just trying to design investment products and provide excellent customer service that investors value. And if that happens, things will work out well from a business standpoint over time.
Now, of course, this month, the first spot Ether ETFs hit the US. Grayscale spent years building a trust that holds more than $9 billion worth of Ether. And now the trust has been converted to an ETF and is one of two the firm offers. Now that the SEC cleared the way for these products, there is competition from other asset managers, including BlackRock, Fidelity, and VanEck, as investors can turn to the products with the lowest fees. I'm seeing that across the board, spot Ether ETFs saw negative net flows in their first week amid massive outflows from the Grayscale Ethereum Trust. Does this concern you at all? Do you think interest in these products will increase as time goes on? How would you say Grayscale spot Ether ETFs are performing so far?
I think it's been an excellent launch. So we've seen terrific volumes for these products across the group of 9. If you compare them to the launch of the Bitcoin products back in January, volumes are roughly the same once you adjust for Ethereum's lower market capitalization. So compared to market cap basis, we have basically a similar volume picture as we have seen at the start of the year. As you mentioned, we have seen some outflows collectively across the group. Grayscale had a 100% market share in these products before this last month and has been at this game for more than 10 years. We never expected to maintain that type of market share, as many more traditional financial institutions are now getting involved in offering crypto investment products. That being said, I am thrilled with the products that we are offering to investors and think we are very well placed. The largest product in the market today are Grayscale Ethereum Trust, ticker ETHE. This is the largest AUM, highest volume product in the market. And as you said, the spin-off product, ticker ETH, is going to be a lower cost option, maybe suitable for new investors where buy and hold strategies are most important. So we feel very well placed. And I just say one other thing. I mean, I think many people who work in crypto have a similar story. They learn first about Bitcoin and get excited about the idea of a digital money system that doesn't have a central authority in charge of it. But it's really Ethereum and smart contracts and decentralized applications that open your eyes up to all the potential things that public blockchain technology can do. And so I'm just thrilled to see both of these things in the marketplace today, and thrilled to be telling the Ethereum story, telling the story of Web3 and decentralized applications to a much wider range of investors.
So will Grayscale file applications for other crypto ETFs now that spot Ether ETFs were approved? Grayscale also has a Solana trust. So are there any plans to try and convert that into an ETF? In June, VanEck became the first asset manager to file an application for a spot Solana ETF in the US. 21 Shares became the second issuer to file an application. Where does Grayscale stand in that regard? And what do you think will happen with those applications for spot Solana ETFs now that spot Ether ETFs are trading?
For the last 10 years, Grayscale has worked to provide the best possible crypto investment access products to U.S. investors in the context of the regulatory perimeter that we have in the U.S. today. So as that regulatory framework evolves, our business will evolve with it, as it has over time. Grayscale has more than 20 crypto products available today, running the gamut from low-cost passive ETF products for Bitcoin and Ethereum to fully active private fund products. And as you mentioned, a variety of private placement type products related to Solana and a variety of other things. I think over time, we will work cooperatively with regulators to see the sensible regulation for the industry, and the framework for all of these assets is going to change. What that looks like over the next several months, we can't be sure. Again, crypto has become part of the presidential election, part of the shifting politics in the United States. We're going to have an election, and we'll see how that shakes out. And I think we probably will, under the next Congress, see hopefully bipartisan efforts around shaping the rules of the road for our industry. And Grayscale will, of course, work cooperatively with regulators to shape our products.
And it certainly will be very interesting to see if your forecast does in fact come to fruition. But I read a headline today that Grayscale Bitcoin Trust shares plunged as outflows continue. Now, when Bitcoin ETFs were approved more than 6 months ago, we saw investors leave Grayscale's products for cheaper alternatives. In fact, in May, BlackRock's IBIT surpassed Grayscale's GBTC and became the largest spot Bitcoin ETF in the US. What's your outlook for GBTC, and what would you say to those who are concerned about the outflows?
Well, I'd just like to clarify something there. So the net asset value of GBTC declined as a result of the spinoff. And so GBTC investors such as myself owned the product, and then we spun off a portion of that into another product with ticker BTC. And so GBTC investors will receive a lower blended fee, reflecting their position in the previous GBTC product and their new position in the BTC product. And so that decline in net asset value doesn't reflect market performance. It simply reflects this spin-off structure. And while this is completely new and innovative in commodity products like these products, is very common for corporate action in equities, for example. And so investors should have to take no action. It's a tax-free event and should just happen automatically in your brokerage account. So nothing to worry about with regard to that net asset value decline. What is the future for GBTC? GBTC has been a great product, really the vanguard product in our market, and investors have done very well who have been involved in that product over the last 10 plus years. I think it will continue to evolve as it has just over this last month with the spinoff. And again, we are fully committed to bringing the best possible crypto products to U.S. investors, and we'll make changes to GBTC as needed in order to do that. But as I said earlier, I'm thrilled to be able to offer the full product suite, GBTC and BTC in terms of Bitcoin ETFs, ETH and ETH in terms of Ethereum ETFs, and our full suite of private products as well. We feel very well placed to service our clients.
Zach Pandl, Head of Research at Grayscale Investments, thank you very much for joining us.
It was my pleasure. Thanks, Talia.